What is up, everybody? It's Zachary Reality. Welcome back to Zachary Reality. We are here with Seychelle from Deal or No Deal Island. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Zachary. How are you, honey?
I'm good. I'm excited. I feel like you're going to make me laugh today.
Yeah, I think I will too.
I mean, you made me laugh last night. I was so sad that you went home, but you definitely went out swinging. Did you watch it last night? What did you think of the episode?
Oh, for sure. Yes, I did watch it. I watched it last night with my girlfriends, and I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. It's everything and more to me.
What was it like being a part of this experience? How did you get on the show?
So I got in a show because I got a DM. I got a DM one day asking me if I would want to be on a reality show, and I was just like, sure. And so they were like, okay, I'm a flight attendant. So I had a very long layover in Iowa. And she was like, okay, like give me face, put on an outfit, and talk to me like you're talking to your homegirls. And I was like, say less, easiest thing in the world. And like a couple days after that, they were like, have you ever seen Deal or No Deal? And I was like, no. And they were like, watch a couple episodes. I did. They called me back and they were like, we want you on that show. And I was just like, okay. So I did it.
Yeah.
Phenomenal experience. I never thought in a million years that I would do reality TV. But I'm really glad that I did.
And that's the best that you didn't see it coming. You didn't seek out after it. So it was really
Yeah.
meant for you. And I read that you do not like the jungle. So maybe you wouldn't have survived on Survivor. But how did you think you fared on the Baker's Island?
It was cool. I mean, again, not my idea of a vacation, really. If I'm on vacation, I'm not gonna sleep with a mosquito net over me and in a twin size bed with one pillow. But it was all right. Better than first season. Better than first season. At least he had AC.
True. There you go. I want to talk about some of your cast members. I mean, who was your best first impression?
My best first impression. My best first impression was probably Philip.
Funny.
It's crazy because I ended up being very close with Philip and Letty, but I was a little iffy about Letty.
Mm.
I was like, I'm not sure. Like we can either hit it off or it's gonna go south. I'm not sure. So my best first impression was probably Philip or Lachelle.
And what was your first impression of CK?
I thought she was cool. She we had had like a little short conversation, and I was like, this bitch is reeking gay, which I loved because I'm fucking gay.
Mhm.
So
Me
she
too.
was, she came off, she was very stern, you
Mm.
know, but also in that, even just within the first minutes of talking to her, it was very quick. I was like, this bitch doing this to everybody else. One. But I was like, okay, like maybe we can have like a cute, like gay girly alliance.
One would hope. Right.
Right. Like,
Right. Right. And maybe Parvati could have joined that as well. What did you know about Parvati, Dr. Will, the Australian survivor guy? Like, did you know anything about these people before you got there?
yes, I watched Poverty on Survivor. I absolutely loved her on Survivor. I recognized Poverty before we even started filming, and we had to still walk
Mhm.
around the hotel with masks on because they didn't want
Mhm.
anyone to know who we were. I
Mhm.
saw her eyes and I knew, and I was just like, this is some bullshit.
Mhm.
I remember my interview, like when I was first talking to, casting, and they were like, who wouldn't you want to see in the show? And I was like, Poverty. I don't want
Mhm.
to see her. Um, had no idea about David. I don't watch Australian Survivor. Had no idea about Will. And when Will came in, I was just pissed the fuck off because I'm just like, we have another straight white man on the island that we need to get rid of.
Well, don't you also think Dr. Will is so annoying?
I love annoying.
Okay.
I love his kind of annoying. I don't like Dixon annoying. I
Mm.
don't like, antics, and I don't like speeches where bitches is crying in a corner looking for sympathy type of annoying. That ain't my steez.
Mm.
I love entertainment quality annoying. I didn't really find him annoying. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God, I literally am like, I'm sure he's different in real life.
Yes.
I talked to one of the contestants, I forgot her name, Marie, or she was staying with him and she was saying such high things about him. But like watching him on the show, I'm like, he's a pain in the butt.
I know.
Oh,
Like, I look through, shit. I love to read shit about the show, and I'm like, wow, people really fucking hate this man. A lot of people love him, but a lot of people fucking hate him. But MJ's not lying. He is, and I rarely have ever said this sentence. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've said this. Okay, especially because he's a straight man. He is phenomenal. He is such a wonderful human being. I have nothing negative to say about him.
he really must play it up for the camera.
Oh, for sure. And isn't that a talent?
Yeah, sure. I I guess. I mean, I feel like a lot, I mean, people on other reality shows, the people who do it every year, the veterans, they know that it really does become their career. So I think that's maybe why you had some frustration seeing Parvati, is because it's like you're here for the first time. I saw that you really wanted someone to win who was not an alumni. So what do you think the biggest disconnect is? Or do you think it's just now part of reality TV? Do you think it's good to have these alumni on the show?
I think it is. I think it is. I do. I think it is. Is it I don't think it's as frustrating for the viewer, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a viewer watching season 2, I'd be rooting for Parvati. I know that I
Yeah,
would.
yeah. I'm
I
like
know
half
that
and
I would.
half. Like I've
Right.
rooted for her my whole life on Survivor. So it's like
Right.
I do want to see someone else win.
Like I get it. Like I'm like, okay, like I'd probably, have some favorites, but I mean, of course, as a viewer, I'd sit there and I'd be like, there goes Parvati being safe for 8 fucking years in a row. Like nobody does it like this bitch.
I
But
know.
being on the island with her, I'm just like, I'm aggy about it. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I think it brings some entertainment, to the cast. It's very interesting also to see how new people that have never been on reality TV interact with those people.
True.
So yeah.
For sure. Let's talk about what went down. Why do you think CK picked you? I mean, let's get right into it and you were pissed. I mean, how did you feel?
I think it was emotional. I just think it was emotional, and I think that CK just found herself being emotional with the tent with idiotic Dixon and fucking Poverty's ass. And I don't blame Poverty, right? Like if I'm
Mm.
Poverty and this bitch is crying on my shoulder, like should I blow their shit up? I'd be like, yes, you should. So I don't blame her. I just think it was emotional, really. I just think that week through week without the show, you have to have some kind of understanding and peace with the fact that you may go home. There's only one winner. The
Yeah.
tremendous amount of luck that goes into there's one person winning. It's like it's always been in the cards for you. You were meant to win this
Mm.
game. So I think every week that passed, except for week 1, there was no fucking way in hell that I was gonna be the first bitch to fucking go home. That shit is fucking embarrassing. I don't care what nobody fucking tells you. But after, as the week started to progress and shit, I'm like, all right, like, I'm kind of doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? But I always did have this peace of knowing that, okay, like it could be my last week. Seeing her blow up the alliance, and then when she has said to Philip, are you mad? Because David saved you today when you got rid of his best friend. I was like, oh, if this bitch wins, she gonna get rid of me. But I'm not gonna go out like fucking Sydney. I'm not gonna sit up there and something like, everyone's amazing. No, because everyone's not amazing. I'm going to read you down.
And you did. You read her down. I mean, I think you wanted to go out with a bang, and I think you also wanted to just like let things off your chest before you left and shake it up. And
Yeah.
I understand that. I think everyone goes out in different ways, but now that you're gone, you're gonna watch the game. I'm assuming as a viewer, who are you rooting for? Who do you want to see win, or who were you closest to on that island that you really wanted to win while you were leaving?
I am rooting for my alliance. I'm rooting for Letty and Philip.
Okay, I'm rooting for Philip too.
Yeah. Yeah, Philip's great.
Well, we'll see what happened. I mean, is there any misconceptions or things you want to clear up before we go about the show, or maybe a lesson that you took away from the experience?
I mean, I think that doing the show really was reaffirming to me in the fact that I'm like, yeah, like I feel like I'm good at this. I feel like I can totally do this again. I really, really enjoyed it. Don't regret a damn thing. And I absolutely cannot wait for everyone at home to watch what happens next.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm on the edge of my seat. Thank you so much for chatting. It was so nice to meet you. Where can everybody follow you on Instagram?
On Instagram, SEDUISANTX. On TikTok, I'm SEYSEY.
Perfect. All right, I'll see you later. Thanks everybody for
Thanks.
watching.
Bye,
Bye.
Zachary.